Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Oh, not too much, man. Me and Bryan here.
Oh, sweet.
What's up, man? How's it going, Brian? How's it going, Dan? Is it Dan or Daniel? How do you want to be called?
What's that? You breaking up?
Do you want to be called Dan or Daniel?
Daniel's fine. Daniel, Danny, whatever you want to say, man.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. Well, hey, thanks for calling in, guys.
Thanks for having us.
So, are we on?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right, well, thank you guys for calling in to Finding Stacks. Right now, we're talking to Daniel Allen and Bryan Harris from the Vegabonds. Where are you guys at right now?
We're at the house in Nashville. We just got done with a little rehearsal this afternoon.
Nashville.
Kick ass. You guys are going on tour right now, right?
Yeah, we're kind of doing weekend stuff right now, and then our next big tour is actually in June. We head back to Europe.
Europe? So you said back to Europe? So how many times have you been there?
We've been twice already.
Yeah.
Supposed to be number 3.
Yeah.
Damn. So you got a pretty big following there?
Yeah, we have a fairly solid following over there.
Yeah, Spain especially.
Yeah, really good in Spain.
Oh, that's badass.
We have a good time over there. People respond to our music in a favorable manner over there, so we keep going back.
Might as well. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep asking us to come back, so we keep going.
That's awesome.
That's kick ass. So y'all are gonna start off. Well, I guess y'all still have a couple of shows before you leave, right?
Yeah, we do. We play at a private college this Friday, and then we're at Aisle 5 in Atlanta, Georgia on Saturday. And then, on the 28th, we're playing the Cox Capitol Theater in Macon, Georgia. That one's going to be awesome.
Kick ass. Have y'all played there before?
Never played there, not at the theater.
Yeah, we've seen a show there before, but never played there. Looking forward to playing.
So, hey, can you tell me where did this Vegabonds come from? Are you trying to do the Vagabonds or Vegabonds, or is it, where did it originate from?
Yeah, it's just based off of the word vagabond.
We trying to get like a Vegas thing? I like it.
Yeah, we love Vegas, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah, we've heard it all. Are you guys from Vegas? Are you vegan?
Are you guys vegetarians?
You're like, well, are you?
Look at us. You can tell we're not.
Well, you can't be.
No, just basically just the changing of the word.
Yeah, because it's pretty difficult to be a vegetarian when you're there in Nashville. How's the barbecue there?
Delicious.
Yeah, it's great, man.
So do y'all?
I think honestly, Alabama rivals it.
What?
Yeah, we're all Bama boys. We know what good barbecue is.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're from Texas, so
Never heard of it.
So when y'all were here in November last year, what do you think of it? Have you been here before in San Antonio?
Yeah, we had been out to Dallas once before, but no, it was great, man.
Houston was hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
San Antonio was good. It was a good starter for the tour. That was night number 1.
Yeah, that was night number 1 on the Corolla Drinks Presents tour.
Yeah.
Which is where we met you guys. Had a fucking blast that night. Oh my god, I had so much fun that night.
Well, good.
It was fun, man.
So,
that was the first time we had met Matt Egger, the comedian. We still keep up. We're pretty good buds with him.
That's cool.
That dude is pretty funny.
Chris Watson and all the guys in Lockheed. Ryan Dune. Yeah, that was the first night we met all those guys. So it was just a cool night of introductions.
So I want to talk about your album because I've been jamming out to What We're Made Of, and I recognize like a handful of songs that you guys played that night, but I think listening to the album, like it doesn't give the song justice the way you perform it live. Like you guys fucking rock out. Like it's pretty badass. Like I just remember
Thanks, man.
yeah, my eardrums are like shaking, and you know, I mean, it fucking rocked out. I mean, that's when you know it's getting to a certain point in the music and the feeling. I mean, it was pretty amazing. So for people that have not seen you live and they listen to the music, they'll just know that it will get better. I mean, no offense to your album.
No. But honestly, we've always told people we're not really a studio band. We're a live rock and roll band. And, we've heard that, like, you guys we like seeing you live better than the album, which is fine. I love our albums too, but it's so hard to capture a live feel of an album. But that's the great thing. I hate when you hear an album and you're like, man, this band's good, and then you go see it live and you're like, oh man, like, where does that go?
Yeah, so if you like that,
exactly.
The live show should be amped up a bit. So I'm glad that came across. That's great.
Yeah, no, it's the complete opposite for you guys. So I mean, it's like when you listen to it on your speakers and your personal little headphones and stuff like that. I mean, you can kind of get that feeling, but it's not quite like the feeling you get when you're just in the crowd and seeing everybody's hair just bouncing all over the place and beards and beer, and it's fucking beautiful. I love it.
And big old giant hats.
Awesome.
Yeah, big hats. Tell me about your hat.
The hat?
Yeah, tell the hat story, Dan. Daniel.
Danny boy?
Daniel's son.
I don't know. I don't know. I started wearing a hat. You talking about when I started wearing a hat?
Well, the specific hat that you wore on that tour.
That big hat, yeah.
That big Arby's looking thing.
The one that looks like Curious George's, what is he?
Yeah. You're talking about Richard's hat.
No, I'm talking about Daniel's hat.
My hat?
Yeah, you were wearing a brown hat.
No, nothing?
You're killing me.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm trying to remember which hat I had on, but yeah, okay. Yeah. You want to know the video? I know which one you're talking about now. You want to know the story behind it?
Sure, that'd be great.
All right. So we were at a gas station and stopped at a gas station. I've been looking for a hat for a while now, and walked in there, found that hat in the back of a gas station that was just, selling hats, really cool hats. And so, yeah, I've been wearing that one ever since.
Yep, that's the story you told that night. Because I was like, that's a fucking badass hat, man. Where'd you get it? And you told me that you're like, nah, I just got it at a gas station. And I said, well, make up a better story than that. And so I guess the better story you made up was what hat?
Story. I mean, it's kind of a rare find.
All right, so here's the real story. So we were hanging out with AC/DC.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just being modest.
It was
the guy in there was like, you look like you should have this hat. And their tour bus broke down. We took them to the next show.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Kick ass. Now that's a story. Thanks, Brian.
You can print that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, yeah, we're just take out the first part.
Hey, so how long have you guys been a band? As the Vegabonds?
A little over 8 years now. We started back in 2009, February.
How did all of you meet? Like, how did it get started, and then who came along, and how'd y'all meet?
So we all met in college. I was in a band, and then a couple of guys were in another band. And so we just knew each other from town. And I was actually working at an Office Depot, and Bryan called me up. Gave me some big lie about how they're going to be the next big thing, and I need to be singing with them.
I told him, I said, you stick with me, you'll go places. And then we did. So we're still working on that.
He sold me hook, line, sinker.
So Daniel was the last member of the Vegabonds?
What now?
So Daniel was the last member of the Vegabonds?
No.
No, there's been lineup changes.
Right? Bo is.
So yeah, Bo's the latest.
Bo.
He's been with us for 3 years.
Oh, but that's a good story Steve has about Bo.
when you guys were setting up on that first Texas tour date in San Antonio back in November, the show got started a little bit later than usual, I guess, than it was supposed to, and then there was a comedian and then another comedian, and then Loxy, and then finally you guys came. And when you guys were setting up and Bo was setting up his piano or his keyboard, he was sitting there and he just starts like this crazy yawn, like a silent lion's roar. It was nuts, just this huge yawn.
But he kept doing it. Like, it wasn't just one time. He did like
over
10 times.
and over. The entire time he was setting up, he was just yawning like crazy. So I went to the bar and I bought a Red Bull and I walked up to the stage and I said, "Psst, hey, here, this is for you, man. You got a long night ahead of you, dude. Cheer up." And he laughed and his hair drapes were flowing and then he drank half of it before y'all played your first song, but it was really funny.
What else you put in that Red Bull?
I think Steve probably spiked it with
hey.
Yeah, probably. But no, it was freaking funny, man, because like everybody set up and all he had to do was just lay the keyboard there and then sit down. You know what I mean? And then he's just waiting for you guys to get started. And then
and I didn't know you guys. I hadn't met any of you yet, so I'm just walking up to this rock star who's fallen asleep. And
yeah. No, we put on a good one that night. It felt good.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all were a great crowd, man. It's always good when you have people like responding, even if I don't know, a slow night or
bringing a Red Bull.
Or a million people, yeah. Red Bull gives you
exactly.
So we had Loxy on the show a couple months ago, Chris Loxamana, and he was saying that that he hadn't met you guys until that night, and then the rest of the tour, y'all all just became fast friends. So are you all still friends with Loxy and everybody?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We hadn't talked to him in probably a month or so, but I mean, we frequently talk to Chris, and I know Paul talks to him a good bit, our bass player. But we talked to pretty much everybody that was on that tour.
Yeah.
It was a quick. The first night of the tour, I took a picture and put it as I took a picture of myself and put it as Chris's background on his computer. I think he just loved that. Like after that, we were all just friends.
So he told me that someone, I think it was in your band that used to work at Drive Through Records.
Yeah, that's a bass player, Paul.
That was
he used
Paul.
to be kind of affiliated with him.
Yeah, that's badass. I mean, so you guys kind of have. I mean, how did y'all? Because I listen to your music and I can hear a lot of different type of genres in there. Like I hear. So please don't take offense to it. This is just what I hear. But like the Black Crowes. The Kings of Leon, and other kind of bands like that.
Yeah, don't get offended by that lineup.
No, I mean...
Yeah, right. I love that. That's great.
No, we're huge, Allman Brothers fan, Black Crowes,
right.
Kings of Leon.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much nailed it.
Yeah, and I mean...
No, you pretty much nailed it.
Yeah, no, it sounds good, because you guys have a unique voice. Your guitarist, what's his name? Richard? Richard Forehand. That guy, he looks like he's from Alabama, and he plays
he looks like he's an Allman Brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or he's from the band Alabama,
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you guys have all very talented. I mean, usually there's some people that just picked up drums or just picked up a bass and was like, hey, I'm gonna play a couple chords, but you guys all seem pretty well rounded in y'all's in
each of your
little gifts of whatever you guys are playing. Like you're on the vocals, great voice. You have a range. You know what I mean. You don't just stay in this one monotone thing. You can go high and low. Drums, the fills are fucking amazing. Bass and then keyboards, of course. I mean, how did y'all get together and be like, hey, this is a real thing now. Like, we're not going to be just a fucking garage band.
When did you decide to quit all your jobs?
We still do kind of side jobs when we're not on the road. But it wasn't, when we first got together, we have a song called The Ballad of Movers and Shakers, and that was the first practice we had. That song came out. And it was never, hey, let's try to play this style of music. It's just we all got together. And that's kind of what came it was just a cool sound. I'd had Danny's old band, his CD, which is called Danny and the Tanks, and I showed my brother, and he was and I told him, I was like, man, you got to hear this guy sing. I was like, it's an incredible voice. And I had seen him live previously, and they did some Black Crow song, and it was just spot on. And I told my brother to listen to it, and he called me like 5 minutes later and was like, dude, you got to get this guy. Do whatever you can. So I just made up lies, and he followed me ever since.
What were some of those lies? That you were going to get a lot of chicks or something? I mean, what
no, we actually had a buddy that came into some money, and we were going to go to Nashville and record an album, and I told him, you know, and this was true at the time, but his family needed the money, so he gave all the money away to his family, so we didn't have the money to go record.
Well, I mean, it kind of worked out. I mean, it stuck around, right? So
yeah, no, it was good.
It's not all that bad.
How did a person with the name Richard Forehand, like, how did Dick Forehand not become a porn star?
Oh man, I don't know.
I tell him all the time.
He looks like he's good with his fingers.
All right, let's talk about the lyrics. Let's talk about some writing. Where in the fuck did you get this skill of writing these lyrics?
You want to take this one or you go?
Man, ever since I started playing guitar, and I didn't start playing until I was probably 17, but I always liked writing my own songs. I learned covers. Everybody learns covers until you just get better as far as everything, playing and writing. But I've just always liked writing my own songs and just tried to cultivate that. I love writing more than I love performing, honestly. That's my. I want to write a good song. That's my passion.
So is it a collaborative effort, or is it?
Oh yeah.
He's like, sure.
Like today, we got in the jam room and just came up with something. I mean, it's always a group effort for sure. But aside from that, I just love writing music.
Yeah, there's no formula. People ask me a lot of how do you guys write music? There's really not a formula. We tell people it's kind of a, somebody brings one thing and we kind of just expand on it to make it the best it can be. It's not we're not trying to, Richard says it a lot, and I believe it, we're not trying to really write music for a lot of people. We're trying to write it for ourselves, and if we like the music that we play, it'll come off better.
No, that makes sense, because then you'll turn out like have you heard of this band called Linkin Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love them in high school.
Yeah, exactly. But now, like, I just listened to one of their new, I guess, singles or something on the radio, and it's like, it sounds like a Drake song or something, and like mixed with like Ariana Grande. I don't know. It sounds terrible. It sounds like the R-Plane.
Yeah. I've heard it. It doesn't sound like them at all.
Right. So they're playing directly towards a certain group, which, I mean, it works for some people. It works for some bands. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that.
Right.
So I like. Yeah, I'm all about writing it for. This is the shit that I would want to listen to, and if no one wants to listen to it, oh well. I'm having fun with my friends, making some traveling to Spain. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Now we've never been offered a couple million to write a song. So
Yeah.
back in a couple years.
Right. You'll be there soon, I'm sure. I mean, you guys are making it bigger and bigger, aren't you? I mean, you're going to start another, like, a national tour, and then going across seas and stuff like that. I mean, who are?
Oh yeah. We're all for it. We're writing on it for a new album right now. So I mean, yeah, we're trying to still put music out for sure.
That's good. Yeah, don't stop writing. I mean, you sound like you can't stop writing, which obviously is a good thing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a pretty cool cover we did. It's gonna be coming out here in the next month or so.
The cover of.
Yeah, we did our first cover song.
I tell you though,
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask you. I mean, I can edit this out.
Where are you gonna release it? How's it coming out?
Hopefully, and this is just straight throwing up a prayer, but hopefully in May. We want to put it out before the European tour, but you know, there's still a process going on.
We'll take it to finish.
Oh, do you have to get like rights or something to do that? I mean, is that what you're talking about? Is that
yeah, you have to. Yeah, their camp has to be contacted and everything, and give it the okay.
But are you going to release it as a single?
We've already done that. That's not what we're waiting on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Came out really well.
Well, I'm fucking excited to hear it.
How will somebody hear this?
We'll put it out on Spotify for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if we're gonna release it on everything else, but I know Spotify for sure.
Okay.
How about maybe, email it to a fat kid in San Antonio?
He's referring to himself.
Okay.
Not me. I'm not that fat.
I didn't hear you. Sorry. What did you say?
Oh, when it comes out, you have to email it to a fat kid in San Antonio.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Yeah, send it to us and we'll play it. I mean, with your permission.
Yeah, with your permission, we'll play it on the podcast.
Oh yeah, man, that'd be awesome. We're trying to make it get it out to as many people as possible, so that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll help.
Hell yeah. I have told everybody I know about you guys, and I listen to you guys all the fucking time. I have a Sonos system in my house, and if you just walk up to my Sonos system and push play, it plays, whatever was last playing, and it's just all 3 of your albums that I have.
You mean these signed albums?
Yeah, all 3 of these autographed CDs.
Yeah.
You, as you're drinking out of your Vegabonds beer koozie.
I really do have a Vegabonds beer koozie. I'm using it right now.
Yeah, you have a koozie.
Yeah, you know.
Have one or you need one.
No.
I
mean, you can send me new ones. I don't mind. And then I love how you went the extra mile. You went the extra mile and even put it at the bottom.
Yeah, I like that it says Vegabonds on the bottom of your beer. That's fantastic.
That means you're fucking a gangster.
That means whoever you're talking to is reading it.
Yeah, you're doing very well. Thank you,
Daniel.
Yeah.
In the song "Oh My Lord," you allude to like a loss, like I want to say like maybe a friend or something.
Yeah.
Is that based on a real experience?
Yes, it is. It's talking about my grandfather. He passed away in 2014, December.
Is that where you talk about the grown men or men in your eyes or your grandfathers? Is that what, the same song, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
What was the lyric you were asking about?
No, there's a specific lyric that says, "I want to the real men in my eyes are my grandfathers."
That's Take a Ride.
Oh, that's Take a Ride.
Okay.
Take a Ride is my favorite fucking song on all these CDs. I love that song
really
much.
Dude, that one means a lot to me too. Yeah.
I remember the first time you played it, we were actually, I think it was around Halloween or something like that. We were having a couple people over at the house, and we were all kind of just on the back porch drinking, and everybody's going around playing. And he was like, "Hey, man, I got this song." And I remember he played it for the first time, and we were just all like, "Wow!" Like it was one of the best songs I'd heard him play. It was just it's an incredible song.
Yeah, I agree. That is a badass song.
I don't see how you can get through performing it without choking up during that song. It's just so beautiful. Well done.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I love that song.
And that's another reason why you guys, I think, sound a lot better live, because you can feel the emotion, you can see the emotion, and everybody knows what the song's about. Everybody's playing along to it. It's a good feeling. It's badass. So I want to, whoever I see, I want to say, yes, buy the Vegabonds album and listen to them all you want. But if they're ever around, at least within an hour or 2 hours of driving, you need to fucking check these guys out. Because you guys, I don't mean to like blow your heads up or anything, but I mean, you guys do very well.
No, we need to get back out there pretty soon. Get y'all another show. That'd be great.
Yeah, you do.
If people listen to us, come out to the show, come up and say hey to us. We always love to meet people and shake hands and say hello.
That's true. You guys didn't know me from Dick, but y'all were so cool and so nice.
You mean Richard Forehand?
You guys were just so badass to me, a complete stranger that night, and I mean, it really made an impact. And like Alex said, y'all's albums are great, but live, you guys are fucking unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I think I told you that night that I'm expecting to see you guys on the Country Music Awards or the Grammys or something performing. You guys, I can't wait to see it. It's coming. I just can't wait to see it.
Yeah, they keep inviting us. We just always have something to do.
You're like, nah, I'm tuning my drums.
Hey, so back to last November. How did you guys get hooked up with the Corolla Drinks Presents tour? Like, how did that all come about?
Our booking agent, he lives out in L.A., and he hooked up with him. He just pretty much walked in the office and offered a idea up.
You really got to work on these stories, Dan.
What's that?
You really got to work on these stories. For a guy who writes such beautiful lyrics, man, you tell some boring-ass stories.
Right, here's the real story.
All right, so we were down in Mexico, and we were robbing these banks, and
you realized the exchange rate was poor. Yeah, the exchange rate isn't that great.
Hey, tell me about that time you saw a UFO. Well, there was this one time, there was a shining light, and I was like, that's a UFO.
Oh, man, I'm just telling you how it happened. I don't know. I can jazz some stuff up.
No, I think you're probably just saving it. I mean, which is fine, you know. Just save it for the music. It's fun.
Yeah. Less history, more mystery.
yeah, I guess you're right. You're like, I love how you tell stories in your songs. And you ask a question, we're like, yep, that's pretty much
It's just to the point.
Maybe you should just sing the rest of your answers.
Do you have a guitar?
I can bust it out if you need me to.
Hi, it's me, Alex, host of the Finding Stacks podcast. I just wanted to take a moment in the middle of this wonderful episode and say thank you for tuning in. I know it's old school, right? But it's true. There are literally thousands of podcasts out there, and you could be listening to any one of them at this moment, but you aren't. You chose this one, and I'm truly grateful, so thank you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And if you enjoy what's being played in your ears this far, why keep it to yourself? You gotta spread the word! If you have a few seconds, please take a moment to rate the show and write a little whimsical review about it. Or you know what, maybe you hate the show. But just know I don't hate you. I love you. I love you very, 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 very much. But you don't have to take my word for it. Yes, another old school phrase.
Hey there, Randy Jason Sklar here, and you are listening to us on the podcast Finding Stacks.
Hey, this is Bill Watterson, and you're listening to Finding Stacks. And if you're us, then what the hell's wrong with you? And how the fuck did you get this fucking message? Heck.
Be sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram under the name @FindingStacks. Or if you really want to get saucy, email me any sorts of complaints, concerns, praises, rants, what have yous, to findingstacks@gmail.com. And for additional content, you can visit www.findingstacks.com. From me, Steve Dave, Alexa, and Suri, and everyone here at Finding Stacks Studios, thank you. Now go on, enjoy the show. Bryan, when did you start playing drums?
I started, my brother was actually a drummer as well. My dad played for about 35 years. He almost played with the Atlantic Rhythm section back in the day. Opened up for, numerous people. And my brother kind of picked up drums from him and passed it down to me. He taught me how to play. And he actually went off to college college, and he left his drum set at home, and that's where I kind of, when I was in about 8th grade, I'd say I really kind of started picking it up, and about the time I was 15, 16, I was playing in bars with older people. So I knew from when I was 13 years old when I was going to play drums. So I picked it up. I've been playing for about 20-some years, and I picked it up from my family. A lot of my family are musicians.
Man, that's badass. So what was playing? What music was playing around your house when you were younger, living in Alabama?
A lot of Bob Seger. My mom's a huge Bob Seger fan. A lot of your Skinner and Zeppelin. So I grew up really big on Southern rock and roll.
Yeah.
And I went through different changes in high school. I got big into like punk music and different things. But I think that's kind of helped me develop my style because I've played in country bands, I played in hardcore bands, I played in punk bands, all time. I played jazz band in high school.
So what drum? What would be the one like would you want to play like a disco band or something, or maybe like a hip hop band, like as a drummer? Like Travis Barker. Would you want to do something like that?
No, I like the Southern rock. Some of my favorite drummers are just some of the best pocket drummers. Levon, he was just one of the best for the band. He was just such a good pocket drummer. And the guys I play with, Rich, Danny, and Bo, they're such great musicians. I don't have to try to show out or anything like that. It's really nice to kind of lay back and just be able to play a groove over, a great guitar lick or a beautiful piano part or Danny's vocals. So, I like the style of music I play now. Plus, I'm getting old and I can't play that punk stuff anymore.
You're like, how about we slow it down, guys? Let's slow down.
What's that?
Nothing. I'm just saying, obviously, you're getting older, so none of that punk stuff doesn't work for you anymore. So, how does the endurance, how does that work then? When you're playing like hour-long sets?
It takes a while to get the stamina up to do it. It really does. When we first started, we were doing 4-hour sets.
Oh, shit.
Of a bunch of like cover music, and it takes a while to work up to it. You can't just walk in and do it.
Yeah, I think after 20 minutes, I get burnt out doing pretty much anything.
Yeah. I definitely. Y'all saw me at the show. I sweat when I played, but when I remember we would play these 4-hour sets. In our first, I think like hour show or 45 minutes, we didn't know what to do. We were like, "What songs do we play?"
Well, yeah, your hands gotta be fucking ripped to shit. Obviously,
not anymore. They're pretty calloused over now.
Yeah.
If I take about a week off, like if I go home or I don't have a drum set I can play, I'll play and they'll, you can definitely tear them up a little bit, but yeah. I definitely try to keep them in shape.
Well, good thinking.
I get tired just watching somebody play drums. How did you guys hook up with Tom Tapley?
Whenever we started this whole album, so we had two guys originally from the band that dropped out at the around April of 2014. They were both gone. So we found Bo and started practicing everything, getting a new keyboard player in place. Well, this whole time, we're kind of taking off. We're not playing any kind of shows except for maybe weekend shows here and there. Pretty much took the whole year of 2015 and the end of 2014 off. And so this whole time, there's a guy in Atlanta called me all the time saying, "Hey man, I found y'all's music on Reverb Nation here and there." And so through him, we got introduced to Tom. And so then we worked with Tom, and it was crazy, dude. He was great from the day one, second one. Just a really cool guy, easy to hang out with, and he got what we were going for, and I think it's our best record we've done.
Yeah, we hit it off with him immediately. The first night before we went in the studio, we just went and had some beers he's done, you know, he's one of the best, I think, and he's an incredible, not only a great producer, but just a guy. He's just a good dude.
That's kick-ass. He's won some Grammys, right? I think.
He's been nominated.
Yeah, Grammy nominated.
Yeah, he was nominated for one of Mastodon's albums. I mean, he's working on Bruce Springsteen, Pearl Jam, Beyonce.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then for him to go and hang out with you guys and produce your music, I mean, that's gotta. I mean, was it pretty kind of like nerve-wracking at first?
Not really. I mean, he was just so cool from, like I said, just getting over the phone before we even met the guy. We did FaceTime a couple of times, and he's just really cool. So when we met him in person, it was just kind of carrying over the introduction we already had over the phone. So, I mean, it was really, I don't know, I never felt weird, really, around Tom.
I think the first day going in there, it's a little, because you don't know, the first day is always kind of weird because you don't know how somebody's process is, how they work.
Yeah.
So, and you're hoping that the product comes out great. And so I'd say the first probably hour or so is kind of like not really walking on eggshells, but just be careful, just let's make this as great as we can.
I like the fact that before we started anything, Tom takes us outside and he's like, let's just talk about, our plan of attack, pretty much. So, I mean, and we would take breaks every, one or two tracks, not one or two tracks, but like once we finish a track, we would take breaks, go outside, talk about it. I mean, he was just very easy to work with. All of our ideas got across to him. Even if we didn't use them, he was able to listen and really, I don't know, discern between a good idea and a bad idea and able to tell us. And it was just a very cool studio experience.
Yeah, the only thing about what we're made of is I wish we would have had a little more time to do it. We did it in 6 days.
Yeah, we were doing 14-hour days. Jeez. And it's just, after 6-7 days, we did 7.
Yeah, we the first day was kind of setting up. I was actually, my drum parts were done after the second day, and then came everything else.
Yeah, but it was all, it was just labor of love. It was good.
Do you use a click track?
Yeah, we did.
I mean, you kind of have to, right? Because there are a lot of change-ups, so it would be kind of fucking hard to try to stay on.
Yeah, we didn't use one on Cruise On.
Yeah, that was the only one.
That's the one that we just played live, and I think it came out great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also we did what we're made up to tape, so there's not, you pretty much have to run the song. You can't, not a lot of stopping and going. You have to play the song.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's one of those that song is like a jam session song.
That's my second favorite song. I love that song so much.
And that's like one of the ones I'm referring to where you're like, yeah, this song sounds pretty badass, but I remember it being like looking at you guys and be like, oh shit, man, this is fucking badass. I remember just looking at Steve and being like, I mean, I can't believe these guys are in this little baby bar. I mean, we should see them at like a fucking amphitheater or something like that.
And I was like, I can't believe there's some local asshole band that's going to play after these dudes.
Well, dude, those guys,
man, I'm telling you, those guys blew our mind. We still talk about them.
Yeah,
I still talk about them too, but I'm sure not the same way.
What were they called?
It doesn't matter what they were called. We're not going to say it on here. But the one thing that I talk about all the time is that the lead singer, if you could call him that, I don't know, it's like he had a rubber band attached to his microphone and his wrist, and he kept throwing the microphone all over the place, and then he'd pull the string or rubber band and he'd snap it back, and then sometimes he'd miss it and it'd go flying, and it was just
maybe it was just practice.
Yeah. No, they were definitely rocking out, man. I don't know.
We all enjoyed it.
Yeah, you're being very kind, and that's awesome.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, because if you guys weren't kind, y'all wouldn't have called in.
So what do you guys fight about on tour? Or do you fight? Or even in the recording studio?
Just different. We hardly ever fight. I mean,
we don't really fight about music. We all live together and we're around each other 24 hours. I mean, we fight just like family.
Yeah, there's little outbursts here and there, but no real fights.
Like who didn't fucking replace the toilet paper?
What's that?
Like who didn't replace the toilet paper? Like you're that mad?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Somebody do the damn dishes.
So y'all all live together?
Yeah, Danny and his wife actually had a little place right behind us, but me and Paul and Richard, we live together. And then Bo, he lives about 15 minutes from us. Does
Bo ever speak?
Yes, he does.
He seems like the quietest of all the Hanson brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely is. But when he talks,
Oh yeah, he's on the quieter side, but yeah, he'll open up to you.
Sweet, can't wait.
When y'all come back, maybe the second Red Bull. The second Red Bull.
Yeah, maybe I'll just have to load that guy up with Red Bulls. So what took y'all to Nashville? Like, how'd you get from Alabama to Nashville?
We started at Auburn University, like I was saying earlier, and basically just playing around the college scene for the first 3 years of our existence, and it just got old, man. I mean, not old in the sense of playing in the college towns, but our college town specifically, we were playing a lot, and we just kind of felt like we had went as far as we can in that town, and so we came to Nashville.
Yeah, we had talked about a couple of spots. I think Austin, Texas was one of them, but Nashville is just a really good central hub for touring in the South, and it's not too far from Alabama. It takes me about 3.5 hours to get home.
Oh yeah. It's not that far. Yeah, because if you lived in Texas or in Austin, it'd be about 15 hours, I guess, to get to Alabama.
Yeah.
It'd be
it ended up being Nashville. This is where we settled.
I think Nashville is just about as much of a music city, if not more, than Austin is now, right? I mean, Nashville's coming up hard.
Oh yeah, it's Austin is a great music scene as well, and so is Nashville, and Colorado is becoming kind of a bigger music scene right now.
Did you say Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado's got some.
The whole state?
I have some family members out there, and they always tell me the music scene out there is getting really, really great.
I think they're just trying to get you to move there because they miss you. I can't imagine.
It's either that the music's good or the weed's legal. I don't know.
That's what it is. That's what it is. They're so high, they think that the radio is live music.
Or have you ever seen that Family Guy episode where they do like the talent show with Peter and then they're like, we sounded like fucking Peter, Paul, and Mary, or they sounded like someone badass, but they showed him playing and it sounded very melodic and very beautiful, and then it snapped to like the reality, and it was just them yelling into the mic. That's how I feel.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, we had the drummer, another drummer from Nashville on a bunch of months ago, probably 6-7 months ago. Billy Dead from the Dead Deads. I know that I know I mentioned to you guys, that night in November, but it's been a while. Have y'all had a chance to see them at all or anything? I know y'all are touring, they're touring, probably not, but I was just curious.
No, I haven't, not yet.
Because in your own separate genres, you guys are both melting faces, and y'all are. I mean, they're great at what they do, and you guys are great at what you do. I know it's different, but you guys are
to do
awesome.
A tour together.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
We've done crazy tours. We toured with a pop band back in 2014.
With the pop band?
Well, that band that
pop, indie pop rock.
Oh yeah.
Well, that
yeah.
No, it was a band called The Unlikely Candidate. They're based out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, I like Texas.
They're okay. So do you guys living in Nashville and making music in Nashville? Do you feel any like sense of like, is it more of like a camaraderie or is it like a lot of competition? Like, because I mean,
with the music scene.
Yeah, in the music scene specifically.
I think it's both, man. I think everybody's really nice and, inviting. We all don't mind, meeting a new person, but there is competition.
There has to be, right? Because
everybody's trying to play the best venue with the best bill,
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a lot to choose from.
So, what are your goals with Vegabonds? What did you initially set out to do?
Date a Victoria's Secret model.
I mean, if you're gonna be honest, that's badass. I mean, why not, right? I mean, shoot for the stars.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, initially it's just put out records. We didn't really have, hey, we're gonna win Grammys, we're gonna make $1 million and something a year, whatever. I mean, that just wasn't really on our radar. We were just putting out records in college, and then just kept putting out records, and we're still doing it now. We're writing a new one. So I mean, I think we've kind of changed our goals over the year with how well we were doing or where we were at the time.
So you guys feel like you're doing well, like you're on a good path?
Yeah, I think so. We just got a great new manager. We have a great booking agent. So I mean, the team we already have a great basis for a team, and then we're shopping songs around, so maybe more of a team can be introduced to us, like a record label, or we'll have a publicist here pretty soon for the European tour, and they do stuff over there as well. So yeah, everything's on the up and up, man. We just want to keep it that way.
Yeah, because the albums, because you're not tied to a record label, correct? Are you doing this?
Right. No.
Right.
We've put out all of our stuff independently.
Cool. So no one owns your shit but you guys.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You're like Public Enemy. You own your masters.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Nobody wants to touch it.
Let's kick ass.
That's good, man. I hope it stays that way. I mean, I hope it stays that way, but then you broaden the amount of listeners. I mean, because people need to hear your shit. I mean, it's pretty good. And then
thank you.
It's even better.
I think that's definitely the reason we've kind of held out of getting really something after a record deal. Is just we want to be able to do it, on our terms. We want to be able to keep our music.
I mentioned Hanson earlier in jest when I was talking about Bo. But I heard an interview with a couple of the Hanson brothers. They were on Adam Carolla, and they were saying that they don't have a record company anymore. They have a studio at their house, and they just record and put out all their shit to all their fans. And they have so many fans that they're still making millions without a record label, with just their fan base. So
man, I don't know if you've seen them lately, man, but they're incredible now. Like the stuff they put out and the music they play is awesome.
Isn't it like a jazzy rock kind of thing, or no? Am I making that up?
It used to be super pop, but
yeah, because the bop thing.
It's like soft rock now.
Let's kick ass. Well, I mean, they've all grown up a little bit. I think they're in like Norman or something, right, in Oklahoma, something like that. No, that's
yeah, something like that, man. But they're still putting out great records.
Yeah, they've definitely evolved into great musicians.
That's awesome.
I mean, they have great harmonies.
Oh man, the harmonies are still there,
yeah. 20 years.
Yeah, and that's another thing. All of you guys sing, don't y'all? Y'all all kind of harmonize together, or try to with the.
It's mainly just me, Richard, and Bo. Bryan will sing every once in a while.
Daniel's like, no, I sing. Those motherfuckers just pretend.
I just don't want my angelic voice.
Now, Bryan can sing.
Bryan, are you going to start doing like a little solo, like give the drummer some?
I try to tell them, I make sure I tell them every day that this band's about me.
You're gonna
give me the mic.
You're gonna be like one of the first bands that has the drums set up front, and then like the singer like in the bass and everything behind you. Like it's all about the drummer. I like that.
Daniel's going to start introducing you as Phil Collins.
Oh yeah, that is Phil Collins. Didn't Phil Collins do that?
When Daniel introduces all the band members, he's just going to introduce you as Phil Collins.
Oh man, I have to do that.
So
Change the name to Bryan from the Vegabonds.
that'd be fantastic. So this new album that y'all are working on, how percentage wise, how close would you say you are to having it written?
We've got 3 solid ones right now. I don't know, probably 60-65%.
Sweet. My favorite off the new album is that song you wrote about me. That's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
What is it called? Dick Nose? What is it called?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, like that he's going to write about you?
Of course he's going to write.
He's going to write about finding stacks.
No, just me.
Oh. Well, good day, sir.
Hey, so what countries are you guys going to besides Spain this summer?
We'll be in Germany, France, Belgium, and I think that's it. And then, so that's the first week. We'll be in all those countries, and then we spend 2.5 weeks in Spain.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's badass.
You need some frequent flyer models.
Yeah. We're going to the Netherlands too. Yeah, that's right.
Kick ass. And
yeah, man, we can't wait.
Well, I bet they can't wait. You guys are going to kick their ass.
I hope. I hope, man. It's been 4 years since we've been over there, so it's time to reintroduce ourselves and see everybody we already know over there. So we're pumped.
Yeah, that's badass.
And so everybody can go to what is it, the Vegabonds.com to find this, or where can we find your tour dates?
Yeah, it's on I think it's on our website, yeah, and also Facebook and Instagram. You can go to the actual touring company we use over there. It's called Teenage Head Music, and so they have a website you can go to and see our tour schedule and all their bands. They have a great roster.
Kick ass. And what's your website?
Our website is thevegabonds.com. That's Vegabonds, Vegabonds.
That makes sense. Oh, are you guys vegan?
No, they're... Wait, yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, they're vegans from Vegas.
Oh, yeah, Vegas vegans.
Yeah, we're vegans from Vegas.
Right.
Well, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are you made of?
We're still asking ourselves that.
This body's built by Bud Light, my friend.
What?
He said this body's built by Bud Light. That's fantastic.
That's awesome, dude. Well, I really very much look forward to hearing your new cover song, hearing a new album.
Hearing that song about me.
Hear the one about Steve Dave over here. I have a question. If you had a theme song, what would it be? Like just your own personal theme song. Like if you were walking or something.
Yeah, each of you.
Like you.
I know what mine is.
Oh shit.
What is it?
Are you talking about the songs that we identify with when we're walking?
Yeah. Just you. I mean, it doesn't have to be one of your songs. What'd you say?
Mine's got to be Miss You by the Rolling Stones.
Miss You by the Rolling Stones?
That's a good song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can make that happen.
Brian, what about you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Dang, I'd say Living the Dream by Sturgill Simpson.
By who?
Have you heard of Sturgill Simpson?
Oh yeah. Sturgill Simpson. I got you.
Simpson.
Yeah, he's got a song called "Living the Dream." It's incredible. It's one of my favorite songs.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, and this is putting you on the spot. What's your favorite Vagabonds song?
Our next one.
Aw, this dude.
Yes.
Good answer.
Did you
definitely Mallet.
Did you practice that?
What's that?
Whenever someone asks you what's your favorite song, you're like, my next one.
Did you practice that answer?
Oh no, I've actually never given that answer. But that is a great answer.
It really is. I mean, it's fucking cool. I like it.
We actually have cue cards over here.
Our publicist.
Your new publicist, right?
That's
They keep holding up the sign, Bryan, stop saying stupid stuff. I don't listen.
That's fantastic.
All right, man. Well,
hey, before we let you go, why don't you rattle off your Instagrams and your Twitters, and you already gave us your website address and Facebook, but where can we find you? Where can our listeners find you?
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook at the Vegabonds, Instagram at the Vegabonds, Twitter at the Vegabonds. Oddly enough, nobody has that name taken.
Oh, that's good.
And it's also verified on Facebook. So you'll be able to, if you type in, THEBEGABONS, you'll be able to find us.
Yeah, so all that, and then you can find the music on Spotify, on iTunes, Amazon, everywhere, on our website, thevagabonds.com.
Are you guys gonna or let me ask you this question before you go? Are you guys gonna do like a touring video or something? Maybe you can post it to like your website, or maybe like make a YouTube channel or something for this next tour. Going.
Yeah, it's been talked about, the European tour.
Yeah.
We probably will, man. We're talking about doing that.
Well, even if you don't know what you're gonna do with it yet, just get all that footage.
I'm sure they will, but
yeah.
Don't fucking yell at me, dude.
Yeah.
Well, don't be stupid, Steve.
How dare you? Hey, so at the end of this episode, can we play one of your songs?
For sure.
All right.
All right. Which one can we pick?
Y'all have to pick it.
Dealer's choice.
No, y'all have to do it, man.
Cruise on, take a ride. Oh my lord.
Let's
Go
see.
ahead, babe.
That's a good one. I guess play all three of them.
Oh hell yeah! Let's
Hell
do
yeah! All right, cool.
We'll make that happen, dude.
Start TV and let it run.
No, we don't want to do that. We want people to go buy it.
There you go.
All right. Well, Daniel and Bryan, thank you guys so much for calling in. We super appreciate it. Good luck on your worldwide domination tour. And, we'll keep in touch with you. And we'll tell everybody about everything that's happening.
Definitely, man.
When your
awesome. Thank y'all for having us on. This was great. Good talking to y'all again.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Hey, y'all take it easy.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Hey, what song you playing?
Hey, we're going to play all of them.
All of them, the whole album.
No, you'll just have to listen and find out.
All right.
All right, guys.
Up 65 to Tennessee, and lightning lit up the evening sky. Smoky Mountains had us both bone dry. She said, oh my Lord, this lonesome road feels so free. Oh my Lord, then she told me she loved me. Just please, oh my Lord, take a second, just breathe. Oh my Lord, maybe change would be good for me. Oh my Lord, 'cause there's something out there I need. Well, I'm running myself crazy, trying to pay these bills. I'm the thinnest I've ever been, 'cause I can't afford some meals. But I'm doing what I love, so I try not to complain. When there's people losing jobs they never liked anyway. Every day, every day. But I still need a break, yeah, every now and then, just to clear my head and talk to a good old friend. So I call you up on a Saturday to see if you're around. I got so much that's on my mind and I wanna skip this town. Let's ride. Do you wanna take a ride? I wanna stay up all night, drinking beer with my best friend. Wanna see both of my granddaddies, they're the definition of men. I wanna drive fast on those back roads like I did when I was young. Yeah, break the law, then go to church. Lord, forgive me for what I've done. My people here are real, they don't leave when times get bad. They stick around, they lend a hand, and you'll see it for yourself. Let's ride. Yeah, let's ride. Do you wanna take a ride? Well, I'm headed down to my southern town. In my heart I call it home. My family's there and they understand what I'm out here trying to do. But I can't get there fast enough to see my mother smile and hug the neck of my father. I ain't seen him in a while. Let's ride. Yeah, let's ride. Do you wanna take a ride? Yeah, yeah. I wanna stay up all night, drinking beer with my best friend. Wanna see both of my granddaddies, they're the definition of men. I wanna drive fast on those back roads like I did when I was young. Yeah, break the law, then go to church. Lord, forgive me for what I've done. My people here are real, they don't leave when times get bad. They stick around, they lend a hand, and you'll see it for yourself. Let's ride. Yeah, let's ride. Do you wanna take a ride? Oh. hometown, in my heart I call it home. My family's there and they understand what I'm out here trying to do. But I can't get there fast enough to see my mother smile and hug the neck of my father. I ain't seen him in a while. Let's ride. Let's ride. I'm headed home tonight.